Let us try another Irish poem today. This is a bit of an odd one, odd scansion, be a little difficult to read it out loud. This is called The Stolen Child by W.B. Yeats. And because of the difficulty of it, I will likely not do too much commentary, but here we go. Where dips the rocky highland of Sleuthwood in the lake, there lies a leafy island where flapping herons wake the drowsy water rats. There we've hid our fairy vats, full of berries of the reddest stolen cherries. Come away, O human child, to the woods and waters wild, with a fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than you can understand. Where the wave of moonlight glosses the dim gray sands with light, far off by farthest Rosses, we foot it all the night. Weaving golden dances, mingling hands and mingling lances, till the moon has taken flight. To and fro we leap and chase the frothy bubbles, while the world is full of troubles and is anxious in its sleep. Come away, O human child, to the woods and waters wild, with a fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than you can understand. Where the wandering water gushes from the hills above Glencar, in pools among the rushes that scarce could bathe a star, we seek for slumbering trout, and whispering in their ears, give them unquiet dreams, leaning softly out from ferns that drop their tears, and of dew on the young streams. Come away, O human child, to the woods and waters wild, with a fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than you can understand. Away with us he's going, the solemn-eyed. He'll hear no more the lowing of the calves on the warm hillside, or the kettle on the hob sing peace into his breast, or see the brown mice bob round and round the oatmeal chest. For he comes, the human child, to the woods and waters wild, with a fairy hand in hand, for a world more full of weeping, from a world more full of weeping than he can understand. Now this is an interesting poem. The fairies are kind of singing to it says a human child, and evidently a boy because it calls it a he at the end. So a young human boy calling to him saying, hey, we're having all this fun up in the mountains, up in the lakes. We're fishing, we're dancing around, we're having just so much fun. You'll have a better time with us because the mortal world is just full of so much sorrow. You're too young to understand how much sorrow there really is in the world. So come and join us instead. And in the end, the boy goes. But I do like that. I do like that end, that last verse. Away with us he's going, the solemn-eyed. He'll hear no more the lowing of the calves on the warm hillside, or the kettle on the hob sing peace into his breast. In other words, he's giving up his family. He's giving up his home. The first three verses, they're all singing about all the wonders that they can show. We can, look, all this merriment. You can be away from all that weeping and sorrow. And in the end he goes, but then they say, we fooled him. And I think it is. I think the fairies are fooling him. They're saying, look, yes, you're leaving behind the weeping, but you're leaving behind all the joy. You're leaving behind your family, your home, everything that makes life worth living. Going off with the fairies, it's not going to give you a good life. But once you're with the fairies, it's hard to come back. Now, I will say this has, as I said, it's a very odd scansion because it changes every now and then. And like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 in the second verse. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 14 in the third verse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in the last one. 12, 12, 14, 13, 12, something like that. It's odd number of lines. The rhyming pattern is all over the place here. We have, it starts off with the A, B, then C C D D E E F F, you know. But then we get in the third verse, A B C D E C D E. It's a very kind of random. It's very nice. I actually enjoy this poem very much, but it's a very random poem that doesn't have really a set pattern to it in any real way. And so you can't. I'm not even sure I could pull out a meter because it's just such a random poem. But it's a beautiful poem. It's a very fun poem, but it's a very random one.